Well, we're back here at this job. I was here yesterday and I dug in that back corner, got some scraped. Today we're going to do some screening. We're going to need as much soil as we can back there. So I brought my screener, letting the excavator and the skid steer warm up. I brought my forks. I got the screener. We're going to do some screening today. So I don't know if you guys how far back you guys follow, but I do have some video on the screener I built years ago. And anyway, we're going to screen out some of this. This is going to be all dirt, so it's going to screen pretty good. And I got some fuel with me, and Jay's going to come and give me a hand, and we're going to see what we can do here. All right, hold on. The adventure will begin. Problem today is a lot of it is muddy, but I think we're going to be okay once we get the screener going. So, all right, I'm going to get the screener going. I'm going to put you on time lapse, and we'll get some screening done. This is something I made 3 or 4 years ago, and it doesn't work too awful bad. This is muddy today. I'm not sure how that's going to work. When I used it before, I used it with sod, so it did a good job, but the sod didn't go through very well. So this is just going to be taking the rocks out, so I think we're going to be good. So hang on and we'll see how it works out. All right, I abandoned the screener. Too muddy. I'm just trying to go through the piles. I'm going to put them out back in the hole where we're putting all the junk. I just can't frig with it too much more. I'm gonna have to tell the customer that we're gonna have to wait till spring or early summer when this dries up to be able to finish this. We're at the point where it's too muddy, it won't screen, and I don't think the Harley rake will do anything in this muck. So this is where we're at. I'm gonna move the pile, try to dress up the place as good as I can, and then we're going to move on, have a chat with the customer. So that's where I'm at this point.
Well, I'm going to work away with the skid steer and take those piles. It's hard to see them at this angle, but there's piles of dirt with boulders. We'll call them boulders because they're bigger than rocks. Anyway, if you take note of what the ground looks like later on here in the video, you'll see the difference that we have after I worked the ground a bit. I am very frustrated. I really wanted to do a nice job for this customer, but it was just at the point where I can't do any more. I've worked 4 to 5 days here and it's not getting any better. So it is what it is, and we'll have to deal with it. And I'll call the customer tonight and have a chat with them.
All right, I've worked here for most of the day. It's way too mucky. I can't do a whole lot with what's here. I almost got stuck over there. So I'm gonna have to wait till this dries out, and that might be next year. I'll talk to the customer and have a conversation with him, and we'll see how we make out. I'll let you know what he thinks. I'm not too impressed that I have to leave it this way. But I can only do what I can do. And there was a lot of frost in the ground this morning, and I don't think it's going to dry up enough to be able to actually do the work. But if it does, I'll come back. What we'll do is I'll come back with the Harley rake and work it and see how we make out. I don't want to hit his front yard yet because I don't want him to have a mess up there. So I'll give him a call, talk to him tonight, and have a discussion to see what we can work out. All right, this is going to be it for now, unless I come back. I thank you for joining in. Construction work isn't always what it's made up to be. You run into issues. This property should not have been done. It's just full of rock, and it's ridiculous how much rock is here. I think we can do something with it. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Until it dries out, I'm done here. So I'll leave some links to some other videos. Check them out. And I'm gonna do some reviews here pretty soon on my truck, the excavator, the skid steer, and my trailer. I'll have those soon. All right, got some exciting stuff coming up. We'll share that stuff when it's time. But until the next adventure, get out there, stay safe. Thank you.